You know.
So, and he did his thing though.
What song you perform?
It was a freestyle I did over
Okay, okay,
over the Scarlet beat. Not the New York joint. The
okay.
one with Scarlet, Jada Kids and Benny.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
that's
Okay.
fire right
That
there.
was that drama.
Immediately, like over 3,000 views, like immediately just on Instagram. Like, so he's on fire for real.
You got a little buzz. You gotta keep it pushing.
Yeah, I do. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Nah, yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing.
Facts, facts.
So, what is the difference between TDI 5 years ago compared to TDI now? Because I could definitely see the difference and hear the difference in your music. So, what do you think is changed about you?
A lot has changed. The main thing that's changed is I stopped drinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so that was part of my downfall. Not that I was an everyday drinker, but people don't seem to realize that too much of something could really hinder you in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I stopped that. I'm not drinking anymore. I'm thinking a lot better. I'm also a lot smarter from a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot. It was a lot of mistakes I made, a lot of a lot of people telling me no. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of learn from why they telling you no and stuff like that. So this time around I just applied the pressure a little tighter and just push it harder.
So when you say you made mistakes and give us without telling us like your business, but what mistake really shaped you to where like it changed how you think? Besides not drinking and indulging, and being having more of a clear head.
I think
What was the incident that really changed that?
I think me not being selfish enough with my career. Like I was too busy trying to help others when I couldn't help myself.
Come on, talk about it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that kind of it slows you down because you're carrying luggage
Yep.
that's unnecessary in your bag.
Yep.
So it's like you're trying to catch a flight, but you're carrying four bags of bricks. They're not gonna let you in with that. You know what I'm saying? So where you going? So drop the thing, get to your flight, and then when you land, you could probably set it up so where you get your people or whatever, do what you want to do. But yeah, I was just not putting myself forward and making up a lot of excuses to not to do things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was blocking my own blessings in a lot of ways too.
And did you see the change once you did drop that?
Of course,
Yeah.
significantly. Yeah, big time.
And not if you haven't heard it before, but I'm actually proud of you, man, because
Thank you.
it takes a lot to like change.
Yeah, it does. You got accountability.
Yeah.
We were
Thank
just
you.
talking about that
Yeah,
on the
it
way
was.
here. We were
Yeah,
talking
it
about
was.
accountability.
Yeah.
I think for anybody listening, I know it's hard to kind of come forward and say you have a problem.
Correct.
So I think if you know you have a problem, that's part of the solution already. You're
Correct.
50% of the way.
Correct.
So
Especially nowadays, as a man, it's supposed to be a rock. It's supposed to be Superman.
yeah.
You
Real
don't
tough,
cry. You don't got but this is why a lot of men, majority of men, suffer in silence.
yeah, you shouldn't have to.
Not at all. We have to voice. I mean, it's okay that you're a human. It's
Yeah.
okay to have a breakdown. It's okay to cry.
Right.
It's okay to be human.
You gotta
You know what I mean?
let it out.
Correct.
You feel a lot better.
Some people, when it contains it a lot, it just become like a ticking time bomb. You don't know who you're gonna explode on. Sometimes anything could trigger it.
Right.
So did it help like getting in touch with your feelings that like just having this clarity and being now more selfish about your music and TDI? Did it change your music?
I don't think it changed my music. It changed the thought process. Now I'm thinking a lot clearer. I'm thinking at a larger scale. I'm doing music that I wasn't doing a few years back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tapping in to a lot of people tell me, like, I got a cousin that tells me all the time, yo, I can't figure out what kind of rapper you are. I said, because I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a rapper.
There's a difference.
A lot of people are used to. I come from a battle rap era.
Right.
That's
okay,
what I
yeah,
was-
that's where I know you from too.
Yeah, I
Battle.
came from that. So people are so used to the bang bang shoot 'em up TDI music. They're used to that guy. I am not that anymore. So now I could get a record played in the club and I could catch people dancing, doing TikToks to my record. So I know I'm doing something good. So I make music. I make music based on mood, how I'm feeling at the moment. You know what I'm saying? That's how. So if you ever wonder what the hell made him do that, that's how he was feeling that night.
I actually understand it all completely.
Right.
Actually, I'm getting into the music world myself right now.
Okay.
As an artist, I've been in the
Dope.
music world, but as an artist,
Mhm.
my slogan will be like, I'm not an artist. I mean, I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody comes want to be rap, might be rapper.
Right.
It's more to that. It's different genres. It's just a whole artistry to it. It's a fucking craft. There's an art to it.
It's a lot to it, man. If you could tap into it, and no shade to the rappers.
No shade.
There's
If you could do
dope
it,
rappers
tip
out
my
there.
hat to you, man. It's facts.
Right.
Now, do you what's gonna set you apart from everybody else? Like, what's gonna say, well, let me check out TDI versus, like Buddha wants to be an artist,
Right.
Miss Info wants to be an artist. Like, what's gonna make people like,
Stand out.
let me check out TDI?
I just think the diversity that I'm bringing to the table. Like I got an EP coming out top of the year, right?
Okay.
And I think this time around, 2023, 2024, what's gonna make me stand out is the type of hip hop I'm putting out. It's kind of so 2000, 2001-ish, and that's what the game is missing.
Okay.
Like back in the days, you ran to a store to grab a CD to hear the latest hip hop drama, to hear this diss track, to hear that diss track, to hear hardcore hip hop, to hear them bars. We don't have that anymore.
No, we don't.
We don't have. Who do you go to? Griselda. Okay, that's dope. But New York, you had people doing that back in the days, and that's what I'm bringing back. That New York feeling, not sound. Everybody has the New York sound.
Right.
I'm bringing back the New York feeling.
That's different.
And you're gonna see, once you hear it, then you'll say, God, this guy got a plan.
I can't wait.
I'm quarterbacking something, so
Cause that song you just put out that you did in Times Square,
vibe.
that's dope.
Thank
Like
you.
I didn't hearing you do the pit and hearing other music that
Two
you
different
had.
guys.
There's totally two different guys. That's a party. Like that's a real party you did in Times Square, and it was just so simple. That's what's gonna make it epic because you just did something really simple and easy, and just showed everybody having a good time. And those are the songs and those are the videos that really go viral.
That lasts forever, yeah. I just think that you could do anything you want as long as you be yourself while you do it.
Correct.
Like you would never catch me jumping out the box, and
You
you
trying to be somebody else?
never
Nah. What's
I said never.
won't fit.
That's why you pop. People that are unique pop. Why? Because nobody is like these people.
Yeah,
Nobody. Wait, you try to emulate, it's not going to be the same. It's going to water down. It's going to be different.
you can tell when somebody's trying to emulate something.
Right.
You hear it, you see it. Like, come
Yeah.
on, he's trying to be like.
But that's why even like the female artist, the female artists that are out and that are really booming. Because if you think about it, listen to each individual one that are really, really popular. They all sound completely different
Right.
from the next
Right,
one.
they do.
But the male artists, no disrespect, are
Somewhat
kind of they're sounding
similar.
they sound similar.
Yeah.
Their
It's the
voices,
same
their
seasoning, yeah.
exactly. And these women are adding that little
The
little
women
sad
been
zone to
controlling
it.
hip hop for like 3-4 years now.
Yo,
Yeah.
basically, they are running the show right
And
now. This shit's crazy.
I think us fellas need to
Step it the fuck up.
that, and we gotta
Just saying.
restore the order. No, let me stop. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to turn a battle of the sexes out here. Yeah. Not one of these dudes mad at the girls like, yo, he's white. No. Shout out to all the females.
We just
too,
gotta
man.
step it up, keep it doing what we've been doing. You feel me? Just change with the time a little bit. Keep being yourself, but
These women are consistent. These women are dope.
Right.
I'm not even playing. You can ask my brother Showcase in the room right now. He'll tell you. I'm pumping Ice Spice in the car.
fire.
Okay.
I'm
Gra,
a
gra.
fan.
Don't
I'm
play.
listening to Deli like
Right?
it just knocks.
It
It's
does.
clean. When it comes on in the club, it catches. I'm like,
Yeah, everybody.
I'm
And
just
that's
a
the
fan of
thing
good
with
music.
the female artists, really, because if you listen to their lyrics, it's not like the most profound,
yeah.
but it's the beat, it's the party, it's
the
the
sound.
vibe,
It's
it's
the
the
sound in
sound,
general, yeah.
and it gets you going. Like I'm on my way to work, so I'm like gra gra, like okay,
Yeah.
a little much,
Yeah.
but it's a vibe, like you said, like your song, it's a vibe.
Vibe.
It's a vibe.
I'm gonna do an all-female remix on that.
That'd be fire.
I like that.
That'd be
I have
fire.
to. I'm not even gonna rap on it. I'm just gonna let the girls go. I'm gonna keep my chorus on it. Let the girls dumb out.
What's your nationality?
I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Puerto Rican. Ooh, you a little firecracker, aren't you?
Big
Born in the
girl,
Bronx. I didn't know any English.
Really?
As a child.
You was born here.
You were born here. You didn't know English.
Born here in the Bronx.
Now, how's that working? Not know English.
I didn't know any. I was in a Spanish-speaking household.
Yeah, same here. But my first language was English.
Spanish, bro. My first love was merengue.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
My My father's with my mom, Dominican mom.
Okay.
But my father inherited that. My father's Puerto Rican. He inherited that Dominican flavor. So my father was like an honorary Dominican.
Yeah,
So-
he was drafted already.
Yeah, he had his jersey and everything. My father came here. He had the little jersey, how they sign the baseball players. He
Yeah,
had
and he was ready at Lycée.
Yeah. yeah, with the lycée and everything. But so I remember just playing cassette tapes with the merengue music, and it wasn't until I went to school and I started hanging out with my older cousins that I started learning rap. Ice Cube was probably Ice Cube, KRS-One, and D Nice was my favorites when I was a kid.
I was just going to ask you who it was.
D Nice, I say that to you already. The way is
My name is D Nice.
Woo!
My name is D Nice.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, my name is D Nice. Oh man, Ice Cube, man. Ice Cube was a big reason why I started rapping. Ice Cube. Shout out to Ice Cube, man.
Definitely shout out to Ice
Shout
Cube.
out to Cube.
But
Yeah.
what did the Dominican Puerto Rican background? How did that influence your rap and your music? I mean, of course, because Latin is just music. It's nothing but music. So I guarantee you had music going constantly in your house.
It didn't. I don't think my background didn't really influence the hip hop thing because it was all Spanish music. You know, we
Yeah.
were at my aunt's house with the salsa.
Did you put any Spanish in your music though?
No, I was at one point. I was working with a Dominican artist,
Okay.
and he had me tapping into that, but I don't rap in Spanish. No,
So,
Oh, you
so
do?
you don't do Spanish music?
I don't know. I can give you a few bars in Spanish here and there, but I don't.
Okay.
Because I don't have the vocab for that. You have to have a vocab.
True,
Right.
true or not true? Because I don't have the vocabulary for it, but I sound fucking amazing.
You perceive, but some people can swing that. I don't think.
Okay. My vocabulary is
You Dominican?
limited. Yeah, I'm Dominican, Cuban, and Haitian. But
We gonna get
my
to that.
Spanish is limited. Like,
Is it?
Like, yo puedo hablar español y de todo, tú sabes, buena rap.
That guy is limited. That's everything.
No,
Right, he
pero
said a lot.
Like, for instance, there be words that I can't speak. You see how I transfer them to English? It's more comfortable for me. So it's like,
Yeah, that's the difference though.
Yeah.
I would never date a woman that only speaks Spanish
okay,
because I feel like I can't
communicate.
100%. I
But
can't
you
express.
speak Spanish.
I do, but I just feel like when it's time to argue,
You gotta express yourself.
I'm undefeated in English.
I'm
Big brother.
Done. You're done in Spanish.
Like what? Let me tell you something. You were supposed to be here at 8:00. I can't say that in Spanish.
You can't say all that in Spanish.
I'm gonna be hey, tú tienes que estar aquí a las 8, tú llegaste a las 9. Nah,
Yeah.
It sounds like you're begging in Spanish.
Right, like, what you
It's
talking about?
different. Unless you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
Spanish
does it?
with unless you get crazy with it.
You gotta curse in Spanish to get the point
Maldita
across.
loca, singa tu madre, dime.
Yeah.
And even then, don't really sound that mad.
Nah,
right?
English
Yeah.
is just.
Like, you be all right, Poppy. Have a seat.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
nobody jacks you
Yeah,
when you
drink
go out.
Lila. Okay.
Nobody jacks you when you Spanish.
Yo, stop fucking playing. Oh.
Yeah, I get that.
You gotta
Oh,
respect
everybody's
that.
I understand
oh,
that.
oh.
That we get.
Oh.
A lot of times me and my mom, I'll be ready to debate with her, but I'm like, I can't say what I want to say.
No, you can't do
I'm
that.
gonna have to get Google Translate that. You
By the time I want to
Math.
say it, by the time I figured out how to say it, I don't even want to argue no more. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she
that
wanted
shit was
to-
20
yeah,
minutes
you
ago.
got
I'm good.
Now, how comfortable are you with the N word in your surroundings, in your
I
circle
try-
of people?
Well,
Because I know, like, the Latin culture, more of like, I wouldn't say the culture, but like more in the hood, per se,
Mhm.
can use the N word and be comfortable. And, I guess maybe it depends on where your surroundings or your environment.
As a nigga.
Okay.
As a nigga that speaks Spanish. As a nigga that speaks Spanish. That's it. That's how I feel.
Okay.
I try to refrain from using it. You will only hear me use that if I'm very in the moment, very passionate about something, like an
Okay.
argument.
All right.
I'm trying to get something across, and I may lose. Like I have an on and off switch,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
and I've been around people downtown in the city where we don't have the ghetto. So
Yeah, you gotta learn
I
how to-
learned how to have proper conversations with people
Yeah,
and
learn how to articulate your words and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
without using that. And you curse all you want, they curse.
Correct, but
But
they don't
they-
use the N word.
I try not to use it even in my music. If you hear me use it in my music, I promise you, I was upset when I wrote it.
I believe.
Okay, I got it.
So if you hear that, the Pit freestyle,
So it's not a comfortable song.
I don't.
Comfortable word for you.
I'm very uncomfortable. I'm more uncomfortable using it today.
Okay.
I try to, because some people may not like me saying it.
Because there's a big controversy towards
Yeah.
blacks using the word, of course, and Latinos using the word.
Yeah.
And then the depending on where you grew up, if you're from New York or if you're from like the South.
I think
like,
it's
more
biased
people in-
though. It's biased.
OD
'cause-
bias.
Yeah, like
that's a double-edged sword. Like
Yeah,
it's a
I
sour
agree.
sweet situation. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's just another implementation to divide people.
Okay.
We're actually one fucking race.
I mean, hashtag we're all black.
Humankind.
Right. I think
Human
people feel that
race.
way until
I mean, that sounds
something
beautiful.
happens.
When
And then
it's
everybody,
racism,
Right, and then it's not that
They
way.
Yeah.
implemented race to divide us even more.
I get it.
Time.
I think we should enjoy race more for cultural differences.
Correct.
Like,
Then
I
be
love-
more negative about it.
yeah, like, oh, he's black or he's white. That's why this happened. No, like, let's just say, wow, that dude is Mexican. I heard their food is good.
Right. They got the best tacos or
Let's,
best this or best
yeah,
that.
let's go. Oh, their music is good.
But
Let's
people
go.
are offended by that, like saying Mexico or Mexicans have the best
When you say
taco.
Dominican niggas, we got the best arroz habichuela y carne, right? And then
That's
we
a
got the
debate.
best
That's a-
mambú,
that's
and
a
then the tres golpes.
Those are debates, though. That's a personal
But that's
opinion.
the whole
Those are
thing.
stereotypes,
That
and now
falls
you've
in-
offended somebody.
But that falls. I'm a
It's all right.
Dominican, so it's okay.
Is it? Is it?
I'm
You
Dominican.
know who he offended? The Puerto Ricans and the
Oh,
Cubans that
shit.
make rice and beans.
Thank you.
They're gonna say, who we think he is? We make the best rice and
Right.
beans.
Well,
So,
yeah,
And what
but-
about your whole Haitian background that you just skipped them?
Okay, they make rice and beans too, but they make it different. They call it different.
They call it different.
You know,
I think I got friends in every
Everybody's
race.
different.
I got friends in every race, every ethnicity, like
Yeah.
especially the Latin culture.
That's different.
There you go. All right. Well, let's get into. I want to hear the song "Vibe." We're gonna let
Let's get
everybody
to
listen
Vibe.
to it. We're gonna check it out. And when we get back, we're gonna play a little game. We got some questions. We're gonna ask. You're gonna pick one. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna see where your head's at. And would you rather that type of stuff?
Ooh, I like that.
And
Okay.
I got a couple questions for you, like deep questions.
Let's do it.
He
Yeah.
said like deep.
I'm an open book. I ain't none of that. Yo, don't ask me that. Nah.
No, for sure, it's beautiful.
All right. Let's get into it. We're gonna listen to TDI's song "Vibe." Right?
And
It's the vibe.
It's a vibe. All right. This is the Ride Along Latin Fusion Wednesdays. Keep it locked.